Welcome to this video, and I hope you like my title of How to Win. In fact, a better title may be Competition Etiquette in Camera Clubs and, as a result, how to do a little better. But how to win certainly grabs the attention, doesn't it? So here's the question. How do we do better in camera club competitions while demonstrating some virtue at the same time? Now, maybe it's important for us to stop just for a moment and ask ourselves, what is the purpose of club competitions? Now, despite my title of How to Win, it's not just to be first past the winning post. We want a little more than that. The idea is to get an experienced and knowledgeable photographer to judge our images, to suggest what we've got right, maybe what we've got a little wrong, and to offer some corrective guidance. Well, that's the theory, and for all its faults, and it does have a few, it does seem to work quite well. We don't just get the benefit of what's said about our own images, but everyone else's too, and it's how we learn, a little at a time. Assuming you can, don't put two images of a similar content into one competition. Firstly, one of the two will generally knock out the second best one. It'll certainly reduce the second one's score. Secondly, you'll not learn anything from the second image that the judge hasn't already said about your first. Thirdly, you make the judge's job a little bit harder, while signalling to your club members that a win at any cost seems to be your goal. So some of your virtue is beginning to slip. And fourthly, this will bore your club colleagues, who may see this as a way of entering a known good image twice in the same competition. So there goes your virtue now. If your club allows you to submit two images into a set subject or open competition, vary the content. It's good for everyone. Write down the first 4 ideas you come up with. Then discard them, because everyone else is going to be using those. Be different. Give yourself and the judge something a little bit different. And once again, everybody benefits. The judge would thank you, your club colleagues would thank you, and your image is more likely to stand out from the crowd. Don't leave your submission into the competition until 5 minutes before the deadline. Rushing causes mistakes. You pick the wrong image, you don't get the right size, the image isn't critically sharp, and it's embarrassing. What message do you send to the judge if they have to point out the dust spots in the sky? It's certainly not a positive message, is it? Why wait to be chastised about something you can see with your own eyes? Fix them before you submit your images. This is one of those things that's a little more difficult to define, but we tend to know it when we see it. Or maybe we sometimes don't. Let's ask ourselves these questions. Is the image we're about to submit common in content to what is generally seen around the area we live? Do we think that the judge may have seen that picture or something very similar many times before? If the answer to those 2 questions is yes, then you're likely to have little impact in your image. If you are thinking about submitting a subject that's quite common, there's no problem with that, but it does have to have something else, something that makes it stand out. Something that makes the difference between the average image and the winners. Now, we've only just scratched the surface of this subject in this short video, and of course we could go much deeper given time. And here's the funny thing. The harder we work at our photography, the luckier we seem to get. I'll see you next time.